I'm Hannah, and I just finished my first week of medical school at St. James School of Medicine. It is in the Caribbean. It's on St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Yes, foreign medical school. I know what you're thinking. Why not an American school? Well, to be honest, I didn't even apply to any American schools. I just applied to here over the summer, and I got accepted, so I was like, fuck it, come here. Why not? So I was in my junior year. I had went to university for a year and a half, 3 semesters, and then went to community college. Honestly, should have went there first. I totally suggest it. It's cheaper, easier, closer to home. It's better. And if you don't know what you want to do, it's just better, because you're gonna waste all your money going to university when you could just go to a community college, take classes that you need, and then figure out what you actually want to do. But okay, so that's the point. 1 week medical school in. It's so much. This is crazy. So it's raining right now. Okay, but yeah, I just this is the beginning of my life. I'll just be in class and I'm it hits me. I'm like, wow, this is really this is the beginning of my life. This is real life. This is what I'm gonna be doing for the rest of my life. If I become a doctor. So yeah, it's a lot. Class from 8 to 5. So from 8 to 12, and then a 1 hour lunch break, and then 1 to 5, and then at school all day, probably till 10 or 11. Well, I get to school at 6:30 or so. So yeah, I gotta get that early studying. And then yeah, it's a lot. They say you're supposed to study 12 hours. I don't know, a lot. That's all you do. When you're in the bathroom, when you're in bed, when you're on lunch, study. Because I understand this is what you're gonna have to know for the rest of your life. It's nothing like college before. I studied a few hours, maybe the day or two before my exam, or even before my exam, and then whatever, forgot it after. But now I can't forget this stuff. It's stuff I'm gonna be using for the rest of my life. If I forget it, then my patients are fucked. I'm there's a doctor. You just can't forget this stuff. It's so important. And yeah, it's crazy. This it's on a foreign island, first of all, with a bunch of people you don't know. No, if your family's not here, just know you're I'm here to study. Just study, finish school, become a doctor, and then yeah, work. If you're thinking about going here, you just have to work hard for the 2 years, and then you're set. Okay, maybe 2 years. So 2 years basic sciences, then clinicals, and then residency. But after the 2 years of basic sciences, you go back to the United States. So that's pretty good. 2 years, work your ass off, and then you won't have to. Then you're set. If you slack off now, then you're not set for the rest of your life. But yeah. So what happened in the first week? So first day, orientation. I came with my mom and dad. Miss them. But they left a few days later. Orientation was only a few hours. Then actually day 1 of classes. Well, I was surprised. Okay, so I went to university and college, and the first day of classes, the professor goes over the syllabus and what you're gonna do for the semester. And so I went to Rutgers. We have a silly week, and pretty much you just go to class for a little bit and then go home, get lit. But here, our professors didn't even go over. Okay, maybe 1 or 2 of them did, but they barely even went over what we're gonna do for the thing. They know it's online, you have to check, you're gonna know. And then we just went to class and pretty much just started lecture. And each class is 2 hours, so we have 4 classes in a day. But yeah, okay. So day 2, we had anatomy lab. Day 2 of medical school. they pull out the dead bodies, cadavers, and like day 2, how crazy is that? On day 2, I sliced open a body, and like models, diagrams, pictures, like nothing compares to like the actual like not living, but like an actual cadaver like in front of you. Like it's crazy. And you just don't know until you're there. Like the smell, like just the feeling of like being in the room. Yeah. I don't know. Fuck, is it still going? Sorry. My laptop died, I had to get a charger, but yeah, like, it's just crazy. Like, this is literally the beginning of the rest of my life. Like, but yeah, okay, so I'm making these vlogs, vlogs, just for myself and, like, I don't know, whoever's watching, like, if they're thinking about going to medical school, and maybe give some tips and advice, what I go through every day. Yeah, so stay tuned. I'll keep you updated.